Welcome back to Kilomathon Scotland. With the leaders at the halfway stage, it's Martin Williams from Richard Kay and Ross Houston. And Martin really is running well as he crosses back over the Forth Road Bridge. The 33-year-old policeman is representing Scotland in the marathon at the Commonwealth Games in Delhi and is using this race as a final big training run before flying out there.
It's all quiet here as our runners make their way to the Forth Road Bridge, which is exactly where Steph is to catch up on all the action.
As you can see, most of the runners are still running across the bridge, going from South Queensferry to North Queensferry. But the elite runners are already making their way back to Edinburgh, and the gaps are getting bigger amongst the elite team. I think this is our First Lady. Yeah, Fiona Matheson of the Falkirk Victoria Harriers having a bit of a lonely race out at the front. And I've got one of the charity runners right here with me today. This is Johnny. Logan, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm great, I'm loving it. Fantastic.
And you're doing something different today. Not only are you running across this bridge, you're going to be doing something over there.
I'm going to abseil off that one when I'm finished with this one.
Why?
I don't know. Good question. Chest, heart and stroke, Scotland.
Perfect. Well, listen, I won't keep you any longer. Good luck and have a great day.
Thanks very much.
No problem. Back to the front now with the leaders, and they're approaching kilometre 18, and there's still nothing between the front three as they enter South Queensferry. Interesting that they've all decided to take the smoother but longer route on the pavement to avoid the cobbles. Ross Houston just seizing the initiative at the moment. I wonder if Richard Kay still thinks the bridge is the steepest part of this course. Here's one of our runners. This is Stephanie Taylor. How are you? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing.
Are you think you're going to finish it? 'Cause you are?
Finish it. Of course I'm going to finish it.
Oh, well done. And remind me, who are you running for today again?
Scottish Association of Mental Health.
Brilliant. Well, I won't keep you. Do keep going, and I hope it all goes well. Take care.
Thank you very much.
No. It's an amazing story Stephanie's got. We went to meet her earlier this week to see what she's been up against in her life. Tell us a bit about yourself and what do you do?
Well, I'm a writer living here in Lonehead. I've had a novel out last year. I'm running for Scottish Association of Mental Health. They help people with depression and all sorts of mental health issues. And I myself have suffered 2 bouts of postnatal depression in the past.
Tell me a little bit about your illness.
Well, it's a really strange and awful thing to get when you have your baby and you're so in love with this baby and you're euphoric on the one hand, but on the other hand you feel like you're in a bit of a black hole. And it's a really difficult thing to explain because you've got so much love and then there's just these funny feelings. I battle with myself to get those jogging shoes on and go out the door. It's not easy. And the beauty of running is when you've got your body occupied in running, you can then let your mind create at the same time. So it's been very, very helpful for my writing and making up stories.
You've also got a little mantra in life, don't you? Is that where it comes from? What's the mantra?
Yeah, healthy body, healthy mind, like the old saying.
What sort of time are you looking to try and achieve?
Steph, if I am making it across the finishing line, that's my goal. I don't even know how long that could take me. If I can do it in, I don't know, 2.5 hours, it'll be a miracle. Yes, a wonderful girl and a wonderful story there. So now we're looking at Fiona Matheson running through the picturesque village of South Queensferry. Although I don't suppose she'll be taking in the view today. Fiona Matheson just taking on some water now. Quick look behind, confirming that Samantha Ament has dropped away now. Fiona Matheson leaving Kirkliston now at around the half marathon distance. Fiona, the winner of the 2006 Edinburgh Marathon, more of a half marathon specialist these days. So it'll be interesting to see how her pace is in these last 4 or 5 kilometres. And that's Ross Houston powering into the Royal Highland Showground, into the final kilometre. But where is Martin Williams? Where is Richard Kay? So, Ross Houston, what a great run for the young Scot. There he waves at the crowd and he's onto the finishing straight now. Ross Houston is going to win.
Ross Houston, the 30-year-old scientist from Central Athletics Club in Stirlingshire, wins the Scottish Kilomathon in a time of 1 hour, 26 minutes and 46 seconds.
Ross Houston, well done, the winner of the first ever Scottish Kilomathon. How are you feeling?
I feel quite good, a bit tired, but yeah, I'm pleased. Yeah, it was a good race.
So 1 hour 26 and 49 seconds. You've missed that winning title, the target, by 51 seconds.
Yes. Well, I didn't really know what time to expect, but slightly disappointing to miss the record, but there's always next time.
And here comes Martin Williams, winner of the Derby Kilomathon earlier in the year. And he crosses the line in a time of 1 hour 27:48, over a minute slower than the winning time he set in Derby back in March of this year. And taking third place, it's Richard Kay, the 26-year-old sports development manager from Derby, in 1:28:37. I think he'll be fairly impressed with that in those challenging conditions. So here's Fiona Matheson, well on her way to winning the ladies' race with less than a kilometre to go now. And Ali is talking to the two runners-up.
Martin and Richard, first time round that course, how did you find it? Obviously, as our winner from Derby, a little bit different for you, potentially the weather.
Yeah, it's definitely different, and it's going to be a lot different to what I'm going to expect next week. So, yeah, two extremes. No, it was a tough course today. It took quite a tough course, and Ross ran it really well. Richard was surging all the while, made it tough from the outset, and the hills eventually caught out my tired little legs at the end.
And Richard, in the top three in both of the races, how are you feeling today?
I probably went out the first 40-50 minutes probably a little bit too hard. Like Martin says, I was pushing on at times, been a bit enthusiastic, but yeah, I'm not quite there yet. Got to keep working on it.
And this distance, how is it? Is it harder to train for?
It's similar to training for a half marathon. You've just obviously got to push your legs a little bit further. If you're training for the marathon, like obviously Martin is at the moment, then yeah, it's the ideal distance because you can increase the speed over a shorter distance, and yeah, hopefully Martin can carry that on same pace in the marathon next week.
Well, good luck with that. Go and get your bananas and your recovery packs. Thanks, guys.
Fiona Matheson is on to the home stretch now, and a long way out in front. What a great race she's run today. That's the 49-year-old who only took up running 8 years ago. There she goes now, and she crosses the line in a time of 1 hour, 40 minutes and 25 seconds. Confirmation then of the full results. Well done to Ross Houston, beating Martin Williams by just over a minute, with Richard Kay taking the last step on the podium. Stephen Emerson just holding on to fourth place there from Ross Milne. And there's Fiona Matheson, the first of the lady finishers in a very respectable 8th place overall. And Ali is with Fiona Matheson right now.
And our winning lady, 1 hour, 40 minutes and 29. Are you happy with that?
I'm very happy with it, yes, thank you. Very happy.
And a good course in general?
A good course, yes. I just kept going, digging in all the way. As I say, it was the last 3K because you're bound to be tired if you're a half marathon runner. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, really enjoyed it. It was a great race.
Well, another medal for the trophy cabinet.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well, the finishing area getting a bit busier now as more and more runners approach their goal. Look at the smiles on their faces. All these runners rightly proud of themselves at completing this challenge. And just entering the showground now, it's our runaway bride, Heather Buchanan, running for Chest, Heart and Stroke Scotland. And her bouquet of flowers seemed to have survived remarkably well.
So, Steph, how was your day?
Well, it started off in the dark and cold here. Then we went to the bridge and it was absolutely hammering with rain. But apart from that, super. So much so I don't think anyone jumped off. It wasn't too bad. And they've all come back safely with some good times, I think.
They have. We've had a brilliant day here. So a new record set here in Edinburgh. Didn't quite manage to beat the record set in Derby. But from all of us here, Steph and myself, until next year, goodbye.
Bye.